Hello there, I'm Rasmus from HaxholmWeb, and today I'm going to be talking about guest post outreach. So guest post outreach, if done right, is hands down one of the most powerful link building techniques you'll come across. Not only are most guest post links highly contextual, but they also come from real websites with actual traffic, which is something Google has added more and more value to lately. Now, I work on a service called Outreachers Club, and what we do is provide guest posts to clients through manual outreach. So we've sent out thousands of emails, and we've discovered a few things that will help you increase your reply rates and yield more success through your outreach campaigns. Now, I think we've gone from like a 6 or 7% reply rate all the way up to 26%. So 1 in 4 emails, we actually get a useful reply. And that's like a 400% increment in success for us. And I'm going to let you in on some of the things we've discovered through our extensive outreach campaigns. Now, I'm going to base this video around a blog post I did over on Outreachers Club that I'll link below. And in this blog post, I walk over a checklist I created with 10 simple steps that you can follow to yield more success from your own outreach campaigns. So let's get right into it. Now, the first point is that you should always use a branded email over a generic email. And these include Gmail and Outlook and Yahoo and so on and so on. Now, in the blog post I mentioned earlier, we did a small study where we sent 400 emails out from an Outlook email, a Gmail, and 400 from a branded email. And the results were pretty clear. The reply rate increased by more than 100%, I believe, by using a branded email. Now, the issue with using generic emails is that they are often associated with personal emailing and even spam. So if we're going to talk to a business, obviously we want to meet them in the eyes of another business. Hence, we're going to use a business email. It also shows that you're serious about your proposal and that more effort went into it. So if you're going to propose an offer, be serious about it and use a branded email. Secondly, you want to use a well-crafted email signature. Now, in the same study, we did another test where we sent out yet another 400 emails from a branded email using an email signature. And once again, the results improved. We got about 80% more reply rate yet again. Now, a signature block helps the receiver identify who's contacting them, and ultimately just invites a connection. It's nice to get a face on the person who's talking to you. It adds credibility, and the fact that you include like website and other information really helps you see who you're actually talking to. So I've just compiled a few things that a signature should definitely contain. First off, we have your full name, then we have your job title, and then we have contact information. And the more you can provide, the better. Like this could be your phone number, maybe even your address. And then you want to for sure have a picture. And either you do a company logo picture or a picture of yourself. I would highly recommend you use a picture of yourself just to get your face out there. It's it's familiar to see people's faces. And next up, which is probably one of the most important points, you want to add your social media. And LinkedIn is crucial here, since it's a B2B platform. But also feel free to add your Twitter or your Facebook and whatever you deem relevant. Now, this next point is something I feel a lot of people neglect when doing email outreach, but you want to get personal by using their name. So the person you're contacting, you want to use their first name, like say hello Rasmus, and so on and so on. It's in our DNA to focus our attention on our own name. So when we hear our own name or we read it, we instantly focus on it. So, and it goes to show that you've done your homework. You are actually, you know who you're contacting, rather than a generic salutation like hello sir, madam. This is something you get all the time, and you instantly just see it as spam because, well, the sender obviously don't know if they're talking to a guy or a girl. They have no idea who they are messaging. So yeah, this is very important. Always use their name if possible. And in some cases, you won't be able to uncover the person's name, and then you'll just have to settle for the business name. But priority number 1, the person's name, and priority number 2 should be the business. And the next point is that you want to keep it short and sweet. Now, at Outreachers Club, we've had far more success with sharp and to-the-point emails rather than some of these almost novel-like emails some people might send. You have to think about it this way. The webmaster you're contacting, if he has a nice website, most likely he gets dozens of inquiries on a daily basis. And they're all just like yours. And certainly this isn't the most important thing he has to do, replying to outreach emails. So you'll only have his attention for so long, so better make your 5 seconds of fame count. Now, a good rule of thumb is that you should propose your offer already in sentence 2 or 3. And you want to keep the total length of your email at 7 sentences or under. Now, this is almost an art. The more information you can convey in a few short but precise sentences, the better. So you'll probably have to tweak things and try a few things out until you get it right. But once you do, you're going to see a whole lot of improvement in your success. Now, this next step is really, really important. You want to let them know what's in it for them. When you get down to the core of it all, it's all business. So you have to offer something in return. You have to bring value to the table. You can't expect that they will just give you a free guest post without you giving them anything in return. So there's a wide variety of things you could offer. And at Outreachers Club, we use something so simple as money. It's pretty much the pure product of business success. Business is money. So this is something that a lot of people will be interested in and something that will yield to a lot of success. But obviously, some link building campaigns are intended to be free. And I understand that, and that's completely fine. And you can easily do that with guest post outreach as well. But then you just have to find something else that you can offer. And it all comes down to what you are good at. But here are a few things that could spike maybe the thought process so you can get going on what you have to offer. One thing would be amazing content. Like, let's say you're an incredible writer and you've had articles published on some of the major magazines and so on. Use those as evidence to back your claim that you are an amazing content writer. Because I can assure you that like 80% of the guys coming with these outreach emails will say, I will write some great content for you. But at the end of the day, you have to back it up by some examples that will really blow away the webmaster. So let's say if you could link to a Business Insider article that you've done, like this is something that's going to spike the interest of the webmaster. And clearly that will be value enough itself to have such a renowned writer writing for you on your blog. Another thing could be SEO services or optimization. Say you're contacting some guy and his website, you do a page speed check and you see that actually his loading is pretty slow. You could offer to optimize his website for him or do a on-page audit of the things he should change to optimize his website. And again, this is another type of value that would probably be very useful for a guy who isn't too much into this stuff. What you could also offer would be a reciprocal link, like a link exchange. You link to me and I link to you. That's another thing you could offer. Now, it's really, really crucial that you make it plain obvious what you're offering here. Your value to offer should be super clear in your email outreach, so there's no questions about what they are getting from you. Yeah, and I think I will leave it at that, guys. I think we got through around 5 steps here out of a total 10. And if you want the rest of the information, you can simply just go to the article linked in the top of the description over at Outreachers Club. And you can download the PDF and actually have the 10 steps checklist by your side while you are creating your outreach campaign. So if you have any questions whatsoever, just throw a comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as possible. And if you want more like this, don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.